Do not adjust your screens. I don't know what happened with this video, but for some reason the first half has decided to be completely out of focus. I apologize, but let's just go with it. I'm showing you the papers I'd already done. I forgot to start the video. These are basic gray, fresh cut, and it's just 2 sheets of paper. I just went back and forth with the designs on either side. I split that up. It's only a small piece of paper, and this viewfinder I cut when I was at a crop just out of some 6x6 pads I had. And then the die cut is from Ellie Studio. It says, "Time flies when you're," and then it leaves room, and that's where I'm going to place my title. I went through the My Mind's Eye Jubilee line of die cuts that I have. I thought the colors went really good with the fresh cut line from Basic Gray. And I pulled out a couple of die cuts, and now I'm pulling out a crepe paper frame, and then this Life is Good wood veneer piece from Fancy Pants. I also have the chipboard from the Jubilee line, so I pulled out some of those just to see how they'd go, and I did end up using a couple of pieces, and right now it's very hard to tell, but what those are the chevron wood veneer from Studio Calico. So I'm going to put those in 2 different spots just to help out with the wood veneer I used from Fancy Pants. I decided I only want one of those. They're kind of like teardrop shapes. The one I used says hello. Oh, the paper I used from Fresh Cut is Tulip Field, and that's my background, that peach color. And then the other one is called Daisy Patch, and that's the one, you can't see it here, you'll see it in a couple minutes. It's like watercolored shaped diamonds. I'm pulling out a couple more of the chipboard elements from the Jubilee line, that ampersand and then the long green arrow, and that says, "This just makes me happy." And I took that crepe paper frame and cut it in half, and I'm going to put the top part right where it is right now, and then the bottom part right there. So I decided to cut the viewfinder in half and add another part of it under the Life is Good at the bottom. And when I went to the crop, I just took a whole bunch of 6x6 leftovers I had, if I'd used the page for anything, and I just took it over to, they have a, I think it's a Big Kick. I don't remember exactly what it was. And they had a whole bunch of dies, and I just die cut a whole bunch of different things, on some leftover paper I had, figuring, hey, if I use it, I use it. If not, then, at least I did something with it rather than throwing it away. So I get that in, and I add a small pop dot to the corner there just to compensate for the thickness of the frame. And I'm going to do the same thing on the Ellie Studio die cut. You'll be able to tell in a few minutes, this is a picture of my niece and a whole bunch of my cousins at a 4th of July party. I didn't use 4th of July colors because that's not the story I was telling with this picture. That tab is from the Jubilee die cut pack. Now, I just wrote July 2014. I have probably 3 or 4 roller stamps for dates, and I never use them. I always just end up handwriting. Here we go. For some reason, now we're clear. I have no idea what happened. Right now I'm pulling out my Evilicious Puffy stickers, and I'm going to use 3 different groupings of them. I'm going to grab a star from each, a circle from each, and then I'm going to go to, I have some pink Fresh Studio enamel fresh dots, they call them, and I'm going to grab a heart-shaped one from each and add those to each cluster. Now, I don't show you the journaling in this one, first of all, because I put their names in it, and second of all, because I am using my computer printer for this particular one, because I'm going to do strips of paper right below that Life is Good in the peach part, but I am very low on printer ink, so I'm not going to do it just yet. I do have it written out, and basically what it says is, even though these guys only see each other 1 to 2 times a year, they really enjoy hanging out, and they're super happy that all of them fit on the hammock, so bonus. So once I do that, I go through just some of the stuff I have to see if there's anything. I go through this Amy Tangerine Remarks Noteworthy sticker book, and I grab 2 thin arrows, and I put one right there, and then I'm going to grab the other one that I found in there and put it in the upper corner by the frame. I was looking to see if there was maybe a third one, and there is, but it's a curly Q, and it wasn't what I was looking for. And after that, I'm just going to see if there's anything else, and I hadn't decided which alpha I was going to use for my title, but I really, really wanted to use these Evilicious. Oh, no, I forgot. I had this Teresa Collins daily stories sticker, and I just grabbed 5 because there's 5 of them on the hammock, and then a sticker that says memories. And then I did my title, which is just hanging out. So the whole thing is time flies when you're hanging out. And these are puffy alphas from Evilicious, and they are amazing. I have them in this color, which is a ledger, and then I also bought them in wood grain and also in navy. And this is the first time I got to use them. I actually just got them last month. So, pretty much my last purchase, minus adhesive. Oh, I had to get my pokey tool because the A had, the center part of the A wouldn't come out with my finger, so I went and got that. And just adding the title. I didn't bother shortening this out. I had so much trouble with this video as it was. I was like, I am not doing anything else to this video. I do not know what happened. I was very confused, to tell you the truth. But that pretty much ends with the arrow, and here are some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. Please excuse the whole mess of it. Have a great day, everyone. Please like or comment if you have any questions. I'm hoping this does not happen again. Bye!